What's up, beautiful people? This is another episode of Mad Dogg World podcast. Joined here by the bros, Mike Ski, Junior. And we got a special guest in the house, man. Hey, listen. He got a story to tell, my boy. Yeah, he got a story to tell. Dro Easy.
Oh, man. He had to go like that. He went back in 2004, man.
Hey, look, man, we want to start by touching on some things that have been going on in college football, man. As y'all know, Nick Saban retired. We spoke about that early in the year. We said, probably had about 2 years left in the tank. You could just look, see how old he looked, how tired he looked. That NIL and that transfer portal was getting to him. You feel me? It's like he felt like, in my opinion, I felt like his pull, he didn't have as much pull as he used to have. You know what I'm saying? Well, you don't want that many national titles and you doing this good in recruiting, always playing for the national. And now it's like your pull them fade away. You know what I'm saying? So I think that kind of bothered him a little bit too. And I think some of his other peers stepping away from the game showed him like it's okay to step away. You got to think, Coach K at Duke, basketball coach, he said he was tired of this shit. Roy Williams at North Carolina stepped away. He tired of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Who else? I think it was another football coach that Bill Belichick. You know what I'm saying? But more, that was more of his pull too. He was losing his pull too in the what's the name, you feel me? But what y'all think about Nick Saban retired?
I'm gonna say this, bro. I ain't gonna say he was losing his pull, bro. I wanna say I wanna say it was the team that drained him this year, bro. The team he had this year.
Nah,
I think it just took a toll on this year, bro, and just drained the man, dog.
Cause he had other seasons like this before. You know what I'm saying?
But it wasn't stressful like this here, though. And not this team here was stressful, bro. Whether y'all believe it or not, this year was a stressful year for Nick Saban, bro. In Alabama, bro, football.
It was.
If you go back and look at all the other ones, it wasn't bad like this year. This year was bad. I think this team had something to do with that. It stressed them out this year, bro. That's just my opinion, though.
It's a variation of things you think about it too. He used to keep his staff intact. So now he's got getting poached by the program. So now when he's replacing guys, remember at one point, he had a lot of these guys taking analyst roles in these little, like, lesser roles behind the scenes. So when a guy moves on to another program, he just plug them in, But the quality that he's replacing is not matching that level of quality that he had prior. Like I said before, defensive-wise, he has not had the same defense since Kirby Smart left. I'm going to stick to that. The defense has not been the same. And I think also what Mad Dogg was saying in relation to the NIL, that's part of the reason why he left the NFL, because he didn't have that power. Like, everything didn't run through him, so that's why he came back to the collegiate level. So now it's turned to the NFL in college with this NIL, because there's nothing governing it right now. So that's what it is. I mean, and it's stressful because you got a third party that's discussing the politics of the money that has nothing to do with recruiting. So what's the point of me sitting in this living room trying to get a kid to come to our program, because he ain't got to sell the program sells itself. But now the money, that's a game changer there. Case in point, look at Florida State. You got Alex Atkins in trouble for giving the kid a ride, him and his mom and dad a ride to go talk to the NIL. This is when it first came out. Wow. Over a system that was not governed. It was free game. So now you try to regulate stuff. It's just, they gotta get in control of this. If not, it's just gonna get worse.
What you think, Pedro?
I think he's the GOAT, obviously, but I feel like, his legacy is for him, it's easier to get in the playoffs when it was like a 4-team playoff. With this bigger playoff thing, I think that he was probably looking at that and seeing that it's going to be harder for him, more competition, harder to win the championship. So then in the long run, it could hurt his legacy. So it's like he had nothing else left to prove. Go out right now, well, he's the greatest.
Gotcha. My thing is, you got to think, before the transfer portal, how many kids was transferred from Alabama? It wouldn't happen. You sit there and wait your turn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was a part of, like, what Belichick used to always preach that, bro. Like, wait your turn, grind it out. You know what I'm saying? Bro, let me tell you something. I mean, Saban, he hate the motherfucking portal. He hate the NIL, bro. He hate it. I'm telling you, that's what I think was the deciding factor of him stepping away. He was always gonna be competitive, you know what I'm saying? But do you know how aggravating it is having to watch anything you say to a player because his ass might hop in the portal? You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta get out and recruit. Recruiting is year round now. It was already year round, but that shit's super year round now. You know what I'm saying? Because now you can get a kid to come to you, he can transfer to you after the football season, come to you in January, right? Go through spring ball. You say one word to him, he back in the portal in the motherfucking summer at a whole nother school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that shit is just getting annoying to coaches. And then you got to think he came up old school where everything you work for, you earn. You know what I'm saying? And now you got kids coming in high school, straight out of high school, making millions of dollars. Ain't even work for, you know what I'm saying? And now they not working as hard and more divas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Soft. Kids don't care about the journey no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about the journey. And we talked about this. Most kids looking at the NIL like they made to the NFL. They looking at the NIL like they made, in the NIL, you might get that shit for 1 year. You know what I'm saying? If you go to a school and say they paying you $1 million, you don't ball that first year, you cannot tell me you about to be locked in next year for a couple $1 million. I can't see that. I can't see that. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much. It's like them old school coaches, bro, that's just used to showing up, developing their players, bro, trying to get them to the next level. I think that's just don't wore down on them. They just tired of it, bro. They just really tired of it. You feel me?
And back to your point, remember too, you know, you still have people transferring, but this is the kicker. You used to have to sit out of here before you can play. So now I can transfer and play immediately. Exactly. So that kind of slowed the progression out of transfer because now I got to sit a whole year and can't even participate in the game. Mm-hmm. But now it's free game with the exception, of course, if you're, well, you can't transfer now unless it's the second time you're going to transfer if you're a graduate, but that's the stipulation. But
or waiver.
Right.
Yeah.
And this waiver's hard to come by now.
Yeah. College football all over the place. Mm-hmm. It's all over the place now. You feel? And I'm going to tell motherfuckers now, it's going to be harder to win at Alabama now.
Yeah.
It's going because now, Nick Saban, Alabama was okay, but like now, what make Alabama better than Ole Miss now? What make Alabama better than fucking Arkansas, fucking Tennessee now? What make them better? Nick Saban was the face that made them better. Most players went to go play at Alabama, not because I want to go to Tuscaloosa. Right. They went there because I want to be developed by Nick Saban and I want to have a chance at getting to the motherfucker what's the name. Now, Alabama about to come down to earth. I don't care that they hired Kellen Dober. You feel me? I don't think that was a good hire. I mean, of course, he deserved it, but I don't think it's a good hire. You know what I'm saying? I think they should have went with somebody that had Southern ties and that was already in the SEC.
What does resume look like?
Oh, his resume great.
104 and 12.
Great. I mean, he won at every level. He won the NAI. He won like 3. 12? He won like 3 NAI national titles.
Only lost 3 games at Washington. 2 years at Washington.
He's been very successful as a coordinator. You know what I'm saying? So the resume, he damn sure deserving of the job. But I don't think it's a match. If they think he about to come in there and get them to the playoffs every year, see, that's the thing. Now they got to temper their own expectations. Yeah. Because if they think this man about to come in and 11 wins every year, that ain't happening. Not now. No. Hell no. Y'all see that?
The juice, they lost some juice with Nick Saban retiring.
He was the whole program. Yeah. Nobody cared to go to fucking Alabama before what's the name? You know what I'm saying? Ole Miss more attractive. You know what I'm saying? Texas more attractive. You just look at all these schools now, and I think Alabama gonna be one of them ones that's, hey, bitch might be fighting for a bowl game.
What you say about Texas?
No, I'm just saying that's a more attractive destination now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
And look, think about this, right? Every fucking coach that could have got that job that worked for Nick Saban or coached in the SEC, what they said?
No.
What they tell you? Nigga, we got greener pastures really over here. Now that y'all done got him up out of there, y'all gonna see Alabama ain't no motherfucking job. He was the job.
Yeah.
He was the job. Bruh, Steve Sarkisian could have got that motherfucking job. Dan Lanning could have got that job. You already know Kirby Smart could have got that job. And Lane Kiffin could have got that motherfucking job. Kellen Dobell was not the first job. I'm pretty sure Alabama reached out to all them, and them niggas said, man, we good where we at. We making money. Now we about to really thrash y'all ass. Now, you feel me?
Yeah.
So what that tell you? It ain't that job. He was the job. You feel me? Come on, man.
Everybody wants to, I mean, that's a tough ask to come and fill in that void after Nick Saban. Now, not saying I hope anything happens negative for the board, but the guy after the board is going to have less stress to walk into the situation because that high has kind of came back down to reality.
Yeah.
Because you coming right after a guy like that, that's a tough bargain, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask.
And what's our coach? Norvell turned it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did.
See, the only two people I thought, maybe three, that I had an idea would have taken that job outside of the board would have been possibly Dan Lanning,
Lane Kiffin.
Well, I'm just say two.
Mm-hmm.
Lane Kiffin, and maybe Dabo Swinney, because I didn't see Kirby leaving Georgia. It's a lot of remove at that point. And Texas would have matched the offer of Alabama. So I think Sark wasn't going to leave the company. I mean, he just made the playoffs at Texas. You know, he was in the same, and you just beat Bama. So why would you make that lateral move to come under more pressure following Nick Saban, and you could get the same type of bag, if not more, at Texas? So why would that make sense?
I thought it would have been a lateral move for Dabo Swinney because Dabo Swinney is Clemson.
Right.
He is Clemson. He built them into a powerhouse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They was mediocre before he got there. That's all they know. There was no way Clemson was going to let Dabo walk away. It was no way. You know what I'm saying? That would have been
$9 million payout, right? Buyout, right? Yep.
I really thought Lane Kiffin, more than likely would have been the guy. I knew Dan Lanning wasn't going to leave. Let me tell you why. It's easier on the West Coast. He already dominated recruiting on the West Coast. Look how trash USC is right now. You know what I'm saying? He beat all his rivals except Washington this year. Right. Came down to the wire both games. And they moved to the Big Ten this year. You know what I'm saying? And you have Oregon where you got more resources than every team in the country. Right. Every team in the country. Why would I leave there? Why would I leave when to me, I feel like I have the best job in America to go prove what? Alabama. Right. Go prove what? Right. I'm set straight for life over here. You feel me? Nah, don't make sense.
You transition to the Big Ten, so
exactly. And we already knew, we already knew they weren't going to hire nobody black. We already knew they weren't going to hire no black man.
I didn't see that.
Oh,
trying to say who ain't going to say nothing?
Huh? What you said? What you said, Mike?
I'm messing with Green.
Oh, okay.
I got a question for y'all. We had this talking. Well, I had brought up this conversation in the barbershop yesterday. Speaking on college football, if you had to create a Mount Rushmore of coaches, I said 5 instead of 4. Who would you put on that Mount Rushmore of college football of all time?
See, I got to go back to what's her name? What's the black coach at?
That's one of mine.
Eddie Robinson.
That was one of mine. That's why I said 5. I'll give you my 5. That's who I said. I said Eddie Robinson, Nick Saban, Bobby Bowden, Joe Paterno. I'm not talking about the controversy. I'm talking about
Joe Paterno.
Joe Paterno.
And Bear Bryant.
That's my 5 on Mount Rushmore of college football.
And there's another it's another few that's knocking on that door. It's another few knocking on that door.
Right.
I remind Dabo Swinney and Kirby Smart. Those are the next 3 up.
Right.
Because they got multiple national championships.
Right. In the new school.
Yeah. They got multiple national championships. You feel me?
Yeah.
So.
And Eddie Robinson won more championships than anybody's just not going to get that type of attention because it was HBCU. He won 9.
A lot of people don't even know, bro.
At Grambling.
HBCUs used to run college football before integration. They used to dominate all these schools that we root for today. Nigga, HBCUs used to dominate them because they had all the black athletes. So when you integrated, you stole the best black athletes. And then that watered down, you know what I'm saying?
Ask Bear Bryant.
Yeah, go ask him.
Start changing.
Yeah, when he started accepting black athletes. For real. A lot of people don't even know the history of college football. That, black, and then go look at your NFL. Like your first and best Hall of Famers all came from black colleges. Walter Payton, Steve McNair, Go down the list. It's a few more. Warren Moon. Some more names to throw out that all came from historically black colleges, bro. So, HBCU, hopefully one day can get back to that. But we doubt that when you got niggas like Sambo Sanders. Listen. Hey, listen, man. I want y'all, listen, bro.
I'm gonna wake them up.
What y'all think, bro? Like, I don't understand this, dog. I really don't understand this. This is when I be saying they get paid to say anything on TV. I don't know if it's rating politics, whatever. How in the fuck can Stephen A. Smith and Keyshawn Johnson come out and say Deion Sanders should get the job at Texas A&M and Alabama? What on his resume qualifies him for the motherfucking jobs, man?
Nothing.
Oh, in the days recruiting world and all this shit. Bitch, everybody can recruit. Everybody got NIL money. But what the fuck is he developing on the field? You know what I'm saying? You see once he got to this level what it looked like. So why would you even include him in this conversation, man?
Now, if he was 5 years in, just say if he had Kalen DeBoer's resume, yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to that. But at this point, man, you can't sit here and make that type of comment, man. Who else would you give that benefit of the doubt to? No matter their pigmentation of their skin, if they were in that same predicament at Colorado and somebody said, yeah, man, you should hire him in Alabama, I guarantee you nobody's sticking. It's all about who that person is, man.
Hey, that's what I don't like about the I hate to say it, the black community. Mm-hmm. We don't sometimes go with who right or who got the resume. Mm-hmm. We go with who the fuck the most popular. Right. Cause why the fuck you ain't throw Marcus Freeman name out there? Mike Loxley was more fucking qualified than Deion Sanders, but y'all want to go with a nigga that y'all talk on the phone with, most popular. They ain't gonna call it down the middle, dog. Mm-hmm. Tell me, how the fuck would you mention Deion name over a fucking Marcus Freeman at Notre Dame and a fucking Mike Loxley for those jobs? People that have been doing it at this level. And you know what I'm saying? Because they don't get up there and do all that phone.
That's all it is.
A lot of shit be about politics, bro, and who more famous, bro? Dick Ride.
He popular.
It be Dick Ride, bro.
Face of the NFL.
Like, think about this. This man went 4-8, bro, and they said this man should get the Texas A&M job. Then they say he should get the Alabama job. What you think about that?
Oh, people that had a better record than him.
I personally like
that's some outlandish shit to say, though.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be a head coach of Alabama.
Come on, brother. Are you serious, dog?
Like Junior said, man. 5 years in with a winning season, man.
Yeah, come on, bro. You been up 3-4 years, got a winning record. We can work with you. You know what I'm saying? Because that show, damn, you could do you did decent with less up there. Let's see if you down here, you can get more. So you know what I'm saying? You probably could, take your resume to the next level. But come on, bro, you went 4-8, bro.
Tell you what I like.
Who that?
Being an upcoming head coach, Sharon Moore.
Oh yeah,
I like the way he calls plays. Man.
Yeah.
He formations you to death. He line up incorrectly. Old boy from Michigan.
That run game vicious too, boy.
Yeah, he's up and coming. He put himself on display when Harbaugh was absent. That's one of the things I was looking at too. That dude didn't miss a beat. Of course you got the coaches around you, but when you step into that role against Ohio State, and he's the offensive line coach, offensive coordinator, and he was a standing in a reserve head coach. He's facilitating all three of those, and he did a great job in big moments. Why nobody's bringing his name up?
Bro, let me tell you something. I've been telling people for years, I've always been a Jim Harbaugh fan. You understand? I done followed Jim Harbaugh since he was at San Diego College coaching. Seen what he did there. Seen when he went to Stanford. Let me tell you something. This was another reason why I fuck with Jim Harbaugh. Not only is he a good motivator and a good coach, the motherfucker don't see race either. He called it straight down the middle. Bro, I will never forget when he benched Alex Smith when they was like 6-2 heading into a bye week.
Yep.
Alex Smith had I think the highest QB rating in the NFL at the time. He knew that my team could go to the next level if I insert Colin Kaepernick. And that nigga after the bye week put Colin Kaepernick again and they went to the motherfucking Super Bowl, bro. You feel me? And think about this. The nigga done had 2 back-to-back black offensive coordinators at Michigan.
You took it out of my mouth. The thing about this, he had David Shaw at Stanford.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. When he left, David Shaw took over.
You beat me to it. That's why
the man don't see race, so you gotta apply. I've been a Jim Harbaugh fan, bro. I've been a Jim Harbaugh fan.
He's not an advocate of the cheating, but I mean, from what he's done, I mean, you can't knock that. You can't knock it at all. He's put people in the position of power to, and I mean, he helped Willie Taggart out. You know, Willie Taggart and them were like this. Mm-hmm. That's why Willie Taggart
had his brother staff. Willie Taggart on his brother's staff. Ain't he at Baltimore Ravens? Didn't you?
Yes.
Say Willie Taggart?
And then, you know, and then the Western Kentucky roots with the dad and Willie Taggart. Willie Taggart played at Western Kentucky.
Yeah, I fuck with the Harbaugh, bro. For real.
They put people, minorities, I should say.
Exactly. And then check this out. His brother, John Harbaugh, right? Mm-hmm. Head coach of the Baltimore Ravens. Correct. They got all black QB room. QB coach and all black quarterbacks on their roster. Not one white quarterback. Not to say like they doing this to prove something to the black man or something, but that's just how the ball, you know what I'm saying? When the shit fall this way, they're not gonna look at it and be like, man, damn, that's a lot of niggas in this bitch. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They ain't looking at it like that. You feel what I'm saying? But come on, bro. In the NFL, you ain't got one white quarterback on your roster and not one white quarterback coach. We've never seen that. Never seen that. You feel me? So shout out to the Harbaugh brothers, man. For real. Shout out to the Harbaugh brothers. I'm glad Jim Harbaugh finally got that national back at his alma mater. You feel me? For real.
Texas making history. You got a first-year African-American head coach and the first-year African-American starting quarterback in the playoffs.
Who?
The Texans with CJ.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they've been playing good, too. They've been playing real good. They tore it up yesterday.
Right. Yeah, they go home next week. They tore it up yesterday. They go home next week.
Yeah, who they got?
I don't know. They go home next week though.
Nah, I don't think so.
They play Cleveland, bro. They go home next week, bro.
And they offensive coordinator, boy, he dialing that bitch up, boy. He dialing that bitch. And I thought they would struggle without Tank Dell, my nigga. They really, no, for real. I was like, damn, they got niggas coming out of nowhere balling, bro. For real. Joe Flacco showed you who he is. 2 back-to-back pick six. Hey, listen, I got a homie, right? He gamble a lot, right? That motherfucker texts me every week. D, you know the one safest bet to make. I was like, what's that? Joe Flacco gonna throw a motherfucking pick. Every week he texts me. And I think Joe Flacco threw a pick every motherfucking week he started this shit. So that's 7 straight weeks he threw a pick in a row. Pick in a row.
And he still has a job. Hey, but listen. I know it kind of hurt. It gotta hurt Deshaun Watson.
Over there, bro.
It gotta hurt Deshaun Watson what happened yesterday. You feel what I'm saying? Because he was in a bind, and like a bind, probably internally bind was like, well, damn, if Joe Flacco go back to my old stomping grounds and win, nigga, is my job in jeopardy? You know what I'm saying? And then they go get smacked by your former team. And you got another black quarterback that stepped in, took your old reins, and now he balling. Right. Broke all your records. Right. Yeah, sure. Broke all your records. So he's sitting there like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of pressure on Deshaun Watson next year, bro. He fighting for a second contract. Cause if he don't win next year ball, he gonna be a backup getting paid backup money on somebody's roster. For real. You know, he got the biggest contract in the history of sports, of football, definitely. They gave that nigga $260 million guaranteed. Damn. You know how sometimes you got to come sign, you get a $260 million contract, $150 guaranteed, and the rest will be incentive. They guarantee all his money.
You got that Jimbo Fisher something going.
The other coach of the GM, the owner, was so mad at the Browns, bro. They was like, how the fuck could y'all do this? Like, why would y'all do this? Because now it made them have to pay their quarterbacks more money and give them more what's the name. But nobody still got as much money as Deshaun Watson. A whole contract, $260-some million guaranteed, my nigga. Yeah, so if
he got the ball out next year.
40% go to the government, right. Probably another 5% go to the agent and shit. Y'all do the math. You feel me? I'm set straight.
Yeah.
You set straight, you feel me? Damn, boy, shout out to Deshaun Watson, though. Real finesse.
He got that bad, no?
Real finesse.
Is Jimmy Sexton his agent? Because Jimmy Sexton was a huge victor this weekend.
Oh, yeah. I talked about that. Jimmy Sexton, yeah.
Is the truth.
Not only that, he represents players and coaches, which is he one of the rare agents to do that. That's crazy.
So if he don't ball out next year, he out the door.
Who? Deshaun?
Pretty much.
They gonna move on.
He ain't gonna be no backup.
They gonna move on.
Probably for
Because the first year, y'all paid him all that money. He didn't play at all. He was still suspended. This year was his first year, I think, right?
Yeah.
He didn't finish the year. He hurt. Now you going to year 3, bro. We done paid you all this money. What the fuck?
Wasted investment at this point.
It's a wasted investment.
So if he don't ball out next year, he'll ease out like Cam.
Man, let me tell you something. They might buy him out, bro. Or they gonna draft somebody else and move on from him, bro.
He may fall into the Jameis Winston situation.
There you go.
Become a backup quarterback.
There you go. I want to touch on that too.
I think he gonna ease. He'll ease out though, like Cam though, because he ain't gonna sit back up nobody.
He ain't with the Saints. He got to Cleveland anyway. Let me be real with you.
For real.
Yeah, he ain't.
For real.
What y'all think about the Jameis Winston play, man?
I think he did I think that was a hell of a move. I don't see that.
What you think about that?
I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah.
I think it's getting criticized in a way it shouldn't be. I mean, I understand it from a coach. If I was a coach, you running in on me, I know I'd be pissed, but I understand it from his logic.
But,
so I get it on both ends.
It was getting the air blown the fuck out though. You see what I'm saying?
But the game, the situation is they was more PO'd about the game already being determined, and you just basically just run up. So, but from a competitive standpoint, your job is to stop me from scoring.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, but and I get it from both ends, but yeah, I mean, what he was doing it for a good reason, trying to get his teammate in the end zone, who ain't been in the end zone all season.
And the year before he was a rushing leader, 18 rushing touchdowns.
Exactly. Here's the thing that bothered me the most about it, bro. I fuck with Shannon Sharp on a lot of shit, right? But when that nigga came out and said Jameis Winston should be cut for this move,
team,
bro,
yeah,
that pissed me off, bro. Because for what a nigga like Jameis Winston went through, you know what I'm saying? He get a lot of ridicule and shit like that. And for this nigga to come out and say the man should lose his job, bro. Like, come on, bro. That's reckless, dog. Like, that's you feel me? That's reckless, man, to come out and say that, dog. I didn't like that at all. Because number one, that's a real nigga move that Jameis Winston did. And they decided collectively. Yep. Jameis didn't decide this by himself. The whole offense said, man, we want to get Jamal a touchdown. Great team player Jamal is. Like you said, he led the NFL in rushing. You know how it is, bro? They go from 18 touchdowns to none. 18 rushing touchdowns. The whole offensive side. And this is the thing. This is the thing that I don't understand why they get so much backlash, right? The game was already decided. There's no way they can lose. Now, if there's a chance they can lose, you do something like that, you should get some backlash. There was no way they was going to lose. You feel me? And the reason they did it, come on, man. Come on, bro. I agree with them. I really like that move, bro. I'm going to be real with you. That was a real teammate move, for real, bro. That was a real teammate move.
He's not really bothered about the flack he's catching by it.
Not at all, bro.
Teammates always love him. Everywhere he's been, his teammates love him.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jameis, man.
Yeah, shout out Jameis Winston, for real. And Shannon Sharp, you out of pocket, nigga. For real. Hey, man, we want to start by getting into our guy Pedro's story over here, man. He got a hell of a story to tell you, I'm telling you. Hey, Pedro, man, tell us a little bit about your start, man, your upbringing, man.
Man, it's pretty simple. I was born in Costa Rica. Lived there until I was about 9. Moved here on like a visa. Overstayed. Had to go through the whole process, getting a green card and all that. Not like, like they do nowadays at the border. They just let you come in on an asylum. You know what I mean? Not even earn it. Like we actually had to put some work in.
For your green card.
Yeah, man. Heck yeah. And then the whole 9/11 thing happened, and we had to start completely over.
No.
So, yeah, we had 5 years already in the process. And then had to start completely over. It took another 4 or 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was crazy. And then I turned 18, and then I had to start over again because I became an adult. And I didn't get mine before I was 18. So my process was a little bit harder.
Damn.
Yeah.
So was you ever in fear I might not never become a citizen?
Yeah. Yeah, plus I had, I got some trouble when I was younger.
Yeah.
I was supposed to get deported. I did some time in immigration prison. And,
yeah.
It was rough, man. It was rough, man. I don't even know if you knew that.
Yeah, you told me. I know the story.
Okay, yeah. But so I went through, just the hard process to getting U.S. citizenship and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was your upbringing like in Costa Rica before you got here?
Poor, man.
Very poor?
Very poor, yeah. I never owned a pair of tennis shoes, jeans, nothing till I came here.
Damn.
Never had pizza, hamburger, none of that stuff, man.
None of that?
No, none of that. We, man, my toy was like a little sardine can with a string. That was my little dump truck, man.
Wow.
Well, he laughing, man. That's messed up, man.
Damn, super poor.
Yeah, it
Huh?
was super
Humble
poor.
beginnings, huh?
Yeah. Like I actually worked in a coffee farm and saved up, bought my first bicycle. Yeah.
So working on a coffee farm.
Yeah, I go to school and I get off about 1 o'clock and I go work in the coffee farm until about 5 or 6 at 5 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how would they pay you? Like when it was time to get paid, they give you like cash?
Coke. Nah, man, they give me like Coke, man.
Man, it's just
Nah, yeah, cash.
give you cash.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't that much.
So it wasn't like no unions or no 6 hours, none of that type of shit.
Yeah, no, man. I'm out there with a basket, 5 years old, man, picking coffee beans.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like snakes on the trees and stuff. Yeah, man,
Damn.
Yeah, crazy.
Okay. So that attribute to your work ethic today.
Yeah, I think so. That's why I think a lot of Latino people in general like have a hard work ethics.
Because they majority of them
that's how they grow
beginnings come from what's the name?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Manual labor.
Exactly. Yeah. And then coming here was just like culture shock. Man, I remember walking into Walmart, you know, and I didn't know it was Walmart, but I remember walking in, I thought I was in heaven, you know, 9 years old. You're like, man, what the hell is all this?
Yeah.
You know? Crazy.
Big change. Did y'all have indoor plumbing? I mean,
but it's just, we don't have hot water or nothing like that. No, it's simple, man. We didn't even have electric stove back then. Like my dad had to get up and put wood in a wooden stove to heat up stuff. And to cook and all that. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't have no cable and none of that, you know.
Wow, no TV.
Man, a little black and white TV with like one channel. And we watch one little episode on the weekends. That's about it. We go outside and play with the goats and stuff, man. That
was your fun.
That was your fun, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But you know what? I wouldn't change it for anything.
Nah, because you learned a lot.
Yeah.
It made you who you is.
Made me who I am today. Yeah.
What was the hardest part? What was the hardest thing when you moved to America? Like, what was the biggest difference? Communication?
No, I learned English. I learned English in like 4 or 5 months because when I moved here, there wasn't no Latino people around, and we didn't have YouTube. We didn't have none of that. So like I had to learn English. I think the hardest part was like trying to fit in. You know, with I went to and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I went to Surfside. Yeah. Primarily white school. Yeah. And a lot of preppy kids out there, right? Yeah. And I'm, like I just got here, I don't know how to dress. Man, I didn't have no friends hardly. So it was rough, man. I got picked on a lot.
Oh, so the white folks picking on you?
Yeah, man. I'm not even gonna lie, they did, man. They did. And that's probably like, then from there I went to Bay High.
That's when it got real for you.
I mean, I had a lot of friends, and then a couple of them kind of helped me a little bit with like a little bit of swag, And I started playing football. Well, I had a really good friend, man. He actually like taught me how to dress and everything. He's like, hey man, you can't be wearing this, you can't be wearing that. Come on, man, let me show you how to do this. Yeah. It's like, all right, man. And then like I started playing basketball, everything. And then I wanted to play football because I was a little chunky. Yeah. So I wanted to lose some weight, and then turned out to be pretty good. So
okay.
Yeah.
So coming up, what was your sport that you in your country?
Soccer.
Soccer. That's it, huh?
That's it. Yeah.
Costa Rica soccer.
That's it.
So you never thought about trying to play soccer when you got here?
I did in middle school, but I gained a little weight when I got here. Probably because the food here is different, And So and then I seen the football. It looked aggressive, you know what I mean? And I was just like, I want to play that.
Football.
But I didn't know what the hell I was doing the first year, man. I played 2 plays the whole year.
So when was your first time actually playing organized football?
8th grade.
8th grade?
Yeah.
At Surfside?
Surfside. Yeah.
Damn.
I got in 2 plays. First game and last game on kickoff. That's it, man. I still didn't know what I was doing, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you really caught on pretty quick.
Yeah.
You caught on pretty quick.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, you see me play, so I became decent, but yeah.
I got you. So when you think you finally start to turn the corner in football? Like what grade?
11th grade year.
11th grade year?
Yeah, because my senior year I came back, that's when I trained real hard over the summer. And I mean, I had a hell of a year my senior year, so.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Hey, look, I want to get... All right, man, we want to touch on this story, man. Hey, listen, Pedro, tell them what you think about the dating scene, or you didn't really get the date when you was over there. What's the biggest difference? How can I say this? American women and like women from your country. What do you think the biggest difference?
Biggest difference? Hair color for sure.
Huh?
Hair color for sure.
Hair color?
Now, for the most part, I used to think that Latino women had better morals. You know what I mean? Like, more wifey material type.
Yeah,
You know?
I want y'all to hear that now because we're going to come back on something. You heard what he said?
Yeah.
He used to think Latino women have better morals than... Now, go ahead.
And I don't mean that like in every woman, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because, you know, there's American women who probably have good morals and you know, standards and all that. But for the most part, you know, the way I was raised and where I'm from and with the Latino community, you think of like Spanish women as like loyal, you know, cooking, like, you know, wifey material, you know, like, so that's what you think of. So automatically, me growing up here, I really didn't have Spanish girlfriends, you know, like all my girlfriends was, you know, black, white, some Asian or whatever, you know, that's it. And then I didn't really have Spanish friends either. Most of my friends in high school were black. So, you know, and a couple white guys. But so I really wasn't in tune with the whole Spanish community until like about a year ago, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I met this girl, you know, from Colombia. I said Colombia, you know where that's going. Right.
Go ahead, man. So look, all right, check this out. What made you want to talk to her? Was it you just wanted to get back closer to your roots, or you just, or it's just like, man, you know what? I done gave everybody else, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you know, like being here, like I was, you know, married to a, you know, white girl, and then, you know, had kids and all that, and before I got divorced, man, it was just like, I don't want to put her out there like because they don't know who she is, but you know, she's very controlling, and I think in some ways she manipulated the fact that I wasn't a U.S. citizen at the time, to try to control me maybe somewhat.
Crazy, dog.
Right? So when I got divorced and all that, I actually had to go through a harder process to get my citizenship, and I think once I became a citizen, I was just like realized, you know, like how much freedom I could actually have on my own without having somebody on your back, like telling you what to do, you know. And then, even though I'm Latino, I also feel like I'm more American because I've been here most of my life. So, you know, I like the Spanish accent. You know, I like Spanish women. I never really have one. So, yeah, when I met her, it was just kind of like, you know, she had the accent. You know, like she went to church, all that stuff. So I was like, you know, like that's what I thought of Spanish women.
So check this out. Hold on, I want to go back. So your first wife was white.
Yeah.
Y'all was together for how long?
Married for like 13.
13 years. 2 kids, right?
Yeah.
So you said you felt like she would use your non-U.S. citizen against you. She would use that to control you.
Correct.
So
I want to go in detail.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of people know who I am.
That's crazy, bro. Like,
well,
that must have been rough.
I will say that I, you know, the time I spent immigration was because of her dad, and I know she don't mind me saying that.
Flipped him.
Yeah, he called immigration on me, and I was supposed
to pull the race card on. Pull the race card on.
Yeah, but she did help me get out, so I respect her for that. You know, she did step up after I was in there and sponsored me and helped me, you know, start the process to get out. So yeah.
Damn, that hurt, boy.
Yeah,
that hurt them, boy.
For real. 6 months of my life, man.
So do you think like that hurt you? What do you think like that made you look at like white women different moving forward? Like do you feel like they were always like low key? Shit might be good on the on the horizon, but when it get bad, they'll pull that race card on your ass.
Yeah, they'll pull the race card. I believe that. Not all, you know what I mean? Not all,
but I'm saying it's very few though. Not all though. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know some that they real with it. You feel me? Yeah. But majority of them, when times get hard, they gonna use that skin. They gonna use that complexion on you. Feel me?
I think that what you're talking about is attributed to the people that's in the family, to them receiving the pressure from the family, because if they don't come to an agreement with their family, they'll be basically an outsider at that point. So they're going to outweigh, all right, my family's going to be here more so than this individual in my life. So I think, not in all cases, but I think that's what a lot of women go through. I mean, just think of stuff with some women saying rape, their dad catch them in the room with a person that their dad probably don't want them with. So that pressure from pops makes them change the whole narrative of what was really going on. I think it's just the outside pressure. Sometimes, not saying that's happened in his case, I'm just saying the different cases before. That's probably what the situation.
Now, her dad was racist though.
What you think, Ski?
Yeah, I agree with Rod. Shit.
You think they always gonna pull that card?
Damn right.
Majority of them?
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Wait, y'all ever been with white girls?
Man, listen.
Yeah.
I never had a problem. Like I didn't have a.
You got a problem with every race.
I didn't have a situation where I walked into like that. The family were pretty cool. So.
No,
I always grew up with white and black folks, so I've always seen it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So. I know what I mean. I've talked and dated white girls where you could see 1 minute they can flip that script fast. People like, God damn, girl, you just went from being cool down the middle. Now you over there in country boots and everything. Got this. You know what I'm saying? Like fast, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I done seen them pull that race car like fast, bro. You be like, wow. So that me always made me like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that might not be the field for me. Like, long, you know what I'm saying? Unless you come across one that really, you know what I'm saying? But that's hard.
It's all about your experience.
Exactly.
It's all about your experience.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
But that's your question. I messed with one back in school, but I was scared as hell.
Were you?
Hell yeah. Because I ain't know if I want to get that call. Man, or something, my dad or something like that. Man, I was just scared, bro. Man, I was scared as hell.
I think he was scared of disappointing.
And to their point, too, Panama City is a very racist town.
Yeah.
Too, so,
Yeah, I agree with that.
yeah. And it's still a very racist town.
Yeah. Well, so before I got married, her dad was racist, and she told me that before I met him. So even when I went to go meet him, and I was a little scared. I mean, I was 17 at the time, and once I met him and all that, he was like, "You Mexican?" I was like, "No, man." He's like, "Why are you so tall, man?" It's like, I think in his perspective, he's thinking of Latinos as like 5'2" Mexicans that work in construction sites, And I pull up 6'250". He was just like, so he always kind of respected me, but I knew he was racist because his other daughter had got married to a Mexican, and he disowned her. So, but
damn.
Yeah. So he was always, I think, waiting for the opportunity.
He really
Yeah.
He did
So what started y'all beef? You and him, like, I know he tolerated you, but what made you really think he's like, man, fuck this?
Nah, me and my wife got separated for a while, and then it's a long story, but I went on a date with this girl. She showed up, punched the girl, and then her dad just basically called me and said, if my daughter goes to jail, like, you're through. With some cuss words in there, like fucking, pussy ass, booty hopping motherfucker, I was like, man.
No, say it again when he called you.
He called me a kangaroo, man.
Called that nigga a border hopper.
Yeah. I said, what? He said, you wetback? I said, all right, bro. I said, he said, he's gonna whoop my ass. I was like, come over, man. I'm gonna show you what's up. He never showed up, man. He called immigration. So I'm still waiting for him to show up.
Let me ask you this question. Would you bring that up? Is he receptive to your children?
No, ever since that arrest happened, I'll give my ex-wife credit, man, because she when I got out and she found out like that he had made that call, she cut him off, and she ain't had nothing to do with him since.
So was he receptive prior to that incident?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So something mentally is not right with him up here.
Right.
At all.
Yeah, exactly.
So he got no relationship with your kids to this day?
No.
Wow.
Nope.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if he did you like that, I mean,
yeah.
I feel like he shouldn't even have the time of the day to even speak or be in the same room with my children or your children in this case, right?
Right.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah. Fact.
Yeah.
POS,
Yeah. Straight up.
Damn, dog.
Yeah.
But look, credit to you. I mean, discredit to you. You feel like what would you say to somebody else that's in your shoes, right? That not legal, trying to get that legal status.
Mm-hmm.
Would you tell them, hey man, fuck it, do what you gotta do, take the chances, or man, you really need to be that slave till you get that green card, really? Because look, you stepped out and almost fucked your whole shit up. You just got lucky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what would you say to somebody else that's out there right now that's battling? Because there's some motherfuckers out there right now. They like, man, god damn, I'm tired of being this bitch slave, my nigga, but I need this green card. You know what I'm saying? Women in the same boat.
Yeah.
What advice would you give?
Man, that's tough. I don't know.
Be the comedian.
Either way, man, because tough it out, man.
Gotta tough it out.
Tough it out.
Be the slave to get that green card. Huh?
Damn if you do, damn if you don't, huh?
Yeah, pretty much, man.
That's tough. Knowing my personality,
yeah.
I couldn't to each his own, but I'm too outspoken. And if I don't agree with something, I'm not finna sit here and bow down to it regardless of the matter. I'm just too vocal for that.
Yeah. But you got to think too, like these guys are men, they come from like other country, so they know that if they don't put up with it, they got to go back to that.
Right. Yeah, and I get it, but I'm not a fan of being oppressed because I'm not going to be oppressed under no circumstances. That ain't happening. It's going to end up one or two ways, and I'm not going to speak on it on camera, but it's not going to end well for either me or him.
Right. Well,
that's just the realistic.
Can I give you a scenario?
Huh?
Can I give you a scenario?
All right,
so let's say that you were like, you're from America, you're American, and you committed a crime, so you bail, right? And you over there, you got to marry this chick to get a Brazilian citizenship, okay? You gonna put up with a lot more if she a bitch, just so she don't send your ass back here and go to prison? Or you gonna like let your attitude come out and you know, and be dominant?
To answer that question, that's a very good question. I don't even look at prison as a building, I look at it as a mentality. So if I'm going through hell, I mean, what's worse can go through? I mean, if I'm miserable every single day, I can't sit there and just tolerate that under those circumstances. Because when the mind deteriorates, the body deteriorates. So I'd rather let my body deteriorate than my mental. Because my mental, if I got my mental, don't have my body, I'm good with that. But if I ain't got my body or my mind, I can't rock with that. So I probably just have to go to prison. I can't deal with it. I can't. It's a mental thing. I can't be in prison from a mental standpoint. I just can't.
Okay.
I can't be. You know what I mean?
What about you? What you gonna do?
I'm gonna go over there and take it.
Hey, say here, I ain't coming back.
I ain't coming back,
I'm being real with you.
So that's what I'm trying to say. That's the mentality of the people putting up with it.
I understand, but it just, you know what I'm saying? Like mentally, if I'm not there mentally, I can't deal with it. So I'd rather, what's the worst can happen at that point?
I ain't coming
So
back.
another thing that come down to, you should always marry for love and not money, right?
Correct.
Because if you marry for love, you ain't gonna be out there doing all this extra bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
But it's about money. You gonna be like, bitch, I'm free. I'll do what I. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, this is a business arrangement.
I'm
We ain't
finna
you know
be
what
out
I'm
there
saying?
slaving. Yeah.
For real.
What you need done around
You
here,
know what I'm saying? So when you marry for love, you gonna always, majority of the time, everything gonna work out more than when it's about that strictly that money. You
And I
feel me?
understand his situation because he's been through a lot, but some things I just won't conform to because one, I'm a very stubborn individual. That's why I speak about for myself. Everybody's different, but if I'm not gonna conform to no nonsense.
So
you're not gonna sit here and just talk to me like I'm a child.
So we come visit him and we'll go on vacation where y'all at.
Just drop me a few change also. I get some
I got you. I got you. I got you.
Okay, check this out. So look, all right.
You can see his mind twisting.
All right, so look,
he think about it.
What you think about your experiences with black women? Do you think they had a race card too? Like, do you think they looked at you sometimes like less than or like, oh, he ain't black really, or
I just learned you can't call him a bitch.
okay.
I learned that real quick.
Okay.
But no, as far as the race card now,
You don't think they ever pulled a race card on you?
I never have them put a race card on me.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So you feel they accept you as black or one or
Yeah,
whatever?
I mean, like at the end of the day, I just really think they love that Chico stick, you know? They got tired of the Tootsie Rolls, you know?
Can you see yourself marrying a black woman?
Hell yeah. I would. Yeah.
They like black women.
I mean, I had black girlfriends, man, you know, back in the day. So,
What you like about a black woman?
man, I'll tell you what, best head I ever got from my life was from a black woman, man. I thought she sucked my soul out my dick hole, man.
Let me ask you. I'm gonna keep it all. Since we gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it real. Was it just some plain head or was it sloppy?
Man, it was sloppy.
It was sloppy. It was okay.
When she using the hands and spit, you know.
She spit on it.
Oh, shit, watch you see the looks.
Hey, that's why we gonna be chasing them black women, boy. Oh man,
That's funny.
On a serious note, man. I mean, you got bad apples in every.
Oh yeah.
It's all about who you're dealing with. You know, the
Yeah.
mentality of the person. You know, it changes.
Yeah.
Hey, so check this out, right? What made you want to go back to your roots or close to your roots?
Like I said, I think it was, you know.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it was more of like, I dated white women, married, whatever, didn't work out. You know, I dated some black girls and it didn't work out either. So then, you know, and my mom always said, like, you know, you need to find somebody that's like, even though you're more American, you need to find somebody like Latino that's got the same background where you came from.
Yeah.
So, you know, mom was always right, so let me listen to her.
Yeah.
So this is my mama's fault, what happened to me.
Okay.
I'll tell you later on. But, all jokes aside, but, you know, so I think that's what it was. And I've always been attracted to them. I just never really met anybody around here. You know, and then as far as traveling out of the country, I really didn't go anywhere but Costa Rica, where I'm from, and just to visit family. So I think that's what it was. You know, I was expecting like this high class, you know, like wifey material, you know, and got the complete opposite.
Complete opposite.
Hell yeah.
So where was this chick from, and how did you meet her?
So her sister lived here, and I met her sister, and then she just basically was like, like, oh, you're the single guy, like, you take care of your kids, like, you live at home alone and all this stuff, I think she probably seen that I was kind of, established it, and all that, so she probably seen it as an opportunity. Now that I think about it, she's like, I got a sister, I want you to meet. I was like,
she was baking the cake already.
I was like, where's she at?
That'd be a good bait,
yeah. Man, she shows me a picture of her sister. And I was like, yeah, like hook me up with, where's she at? Like, oh, she's in Colombia. I was like, oh, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not going over there to meet her.
Yeah.
And then, so she FaceTimes her, and then we hit it off, So we just started talking. We probably talked on the phone, like 5 months on the phone, like just getting to know each other and all that.
That's a long time, boy. That's some shit. I ain't did that since middle school.
Yeah. I mean, like, I was still doing my thing, obviously, but, and then I finally decided to go over there and meet her.
Yeah.
And man, it was just like,
it felt like you was in love at first sight.
Hell yeah, right away. Because we already knew each other, we just hadn't met.
Yeah.
So, I felt like everything was genuine, but maybe it wasn't.
Hey, no, we gonna get that. Okay, so look, y'all talk about 5 months.
Yeah.
You go over there, you see them. What's going through your mind? Like, what's the play?
When I meet her, what's going through my mind?
Nah, I'm saying, what's the play? Like, hey, goddamn, like I really like her. Like, I need to get her back to the States, or I'm about to move over here, or this is somebody I'm gonna pop up on every blue moon. What's the play? What's going through your mind?
I don't think the first trip, my mindset was to get her over here like that. I still wanted to get to know her better.
Yeah.
So I went back a second time and a third time and a fourth time. It actually ended up taking my kids.
Did you get that ass the first time?
Not the first time, no. But I could have though. The only reason I didn't was because in my mind I'm thinking like, always like, every time I meet a girl, like, I hit it up, hit it real quick, and I kind of wanted to like something different, because I was like, getting, I'm not trying to brag, but getting laid is easy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like,
especially when you got a bag.
I'll put it
Trick Daddy Dollar. Trick Daddy Dollar. We ain't mad at you, boy. Shit.
I always put girls on swag, man. Stop. Come on. There's a Mad Dogg right here, man.
Go ahead. My bad.
My bag was empty, man. But no, so I think after the second, third trip, man, I was just like, like really feeling her and all that.
Yeah.
I was like, man, what can I do to bring her over here, to be with me? And I explored all kind of options. Like I explored like marrying her and then doing it that way. And it was like a 2-year process. And I was like, man, that's a long time, Yeah. And then
you ain't got patience for that.
Right. And she had a daughter too. So like that was even harder because like you had to like somehow convince the dad to sign off. And so that was gonna be really hard. So I went through all the options, man. There was nothing. Nothing, man. And then I finally came up with an option, but shit's crazy.
You want to tell them, right?
I'm gonna tell you, man. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna work because I don't want to get in trouble legally. So basically, like I met some people.
So how long y'all talking now up until
probably about
the main move you about to
probably
make?
from the time I met her to the time I brought her, about 3 or 4 months.
In your mind the whole time, I know you really feeling her.
Yeah.
You know she feeling you. You ain't got no second guessing. You ain't thinking about no finesse game, none of that.
No, nothing that, man. And then when I was here, like you know me, like I used to go party a lot, all kind of stuff. Once I met her, man, I kind of mellowed out,
Yeah.
I'm straightened up a little bit. I'm almost 40 years old, man. I can't be acting like I'm 20.
Yeah.
So I really like mellowed out, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, dedicated to just her.
Yeah.
And so I met these people, man, that it's kind of pricey. But it was like, we could bring her across the border for you with an asylum. An asylum, basically, she's got to say that she's scared for her life and all that, whatever. And it's like a week process, and she'll be here. Once she gets to America, you basically get married to her. She gets her citizenship. She gets a green card. I was like, how dangerous is it? And it was like, it's pretty dangerous because she got to go through Mexico. And, there's cartel there and all kind of stuff. They do kidnappings and, all kind of stuff.
And she a pretty girl.
Yeah, very.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, you can get human traffic. Throw your ass out there on that corner.
Exactly.
For real.
Is that what they doing right now in New York City? They talking about bringing. Is that asylum?
Yeah, that's what all those stories you hear about, like the buses being released in like Texas and San Francisco, and people coming out like they're just releasing them. That's what they're doing, man. But modern day slavery is what I call it, man. Yeah, they do that for votes, but that's a whole nother subject. But so anyway, so I ended up like thinking about it and all that. They give me the price, and the whole time I'm like, man, it's dangerous because. Like if something happened to it, I'm gonna feel guilty as fuck,
Hey, look, he pulled up on me, right? He pulled up on me like a few days before he was about to do this. And I tried to talk him out of it. You know what I'm saying? I tried to talk him out like, hey, look, man, look. I don't want you to think I'm hating. You know what I'm saying? If this shit work out, I'll be the first nigga to tell you, hey, congratulations.
Yeah.
You made it good. But I don't think you should do this, bro. You feel me? And listen, when he told me the dollar amount, I was like, oh, nah, bro. I can't hang out here like this. We go do something else with this bread. You feel me?
Yeah.
But he was steadfast on it. So I was like, hey, man, I hope you make it back safe. You feel me? Give him a little price range of what this was going to cost. Look, throw a little number out there, man.
Man, it was right at $47K, man. Something like that. Yeah, for the whole process.
Hey, 40.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I told him. I said, bro, we gonna find you a few things over here for that price. You feel me? I was like, bro.
Hey, man, listen, when your mind set on something.
House, bro, I was like, hey, bro, don't do it, please. Please. I was like, nigga, you got kids, you might not make it back safe, but that nigga said, I already wrote up a wheel and all this other shit. I said, oh man, this nigga here in love, boy.
Love makes crazy.
I told this nigga, boy, I said, bro, you being too soft, please don't do it. Go ahead and win you good. Go ahead, bro.
Man, so
Tell him about the journey though. Go ahead.
Oh, the journey to get it there?
Boy, this shit was real.
It gets crazy, man. It gets
This
crazy.
shit was real. Cause
Before you get to it,
Yeah.
if he gives you advice, if he's mellow or not, if he gives you advice, you really need it.
And listen to it next time.
Yeah, you really need
bro,
it.
listen.
And I'll
The
learn my
type of
lesson.
shit that he told me about to go through and do. Like, nigga, I done been down to Mexico and shit like that. And I'm like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no. I ain't what. And I know he, you know what I'm saying, he Hispanic.
Right.
So it's a little, easier for him. But I was like, oh, hell no. I ain't doing none of that.
Nah,
Not for no woman.
not ever again, man.
Hell no, it gotta be my woman that we already done been together. Right. And then she done got kicked out the country, got kidnapped, and I'm trying to get her back. Right. Hell no, I ain't doing that for nobody. Nobody. So, hey,
With that,
yeah.
Right.
So,
Right.
but we're gonna come back to that.
Okay.
So, cause I feel like she owed her more. You feel me?
Oh, yeah, she does.
For real, nigga done put his life on the line. Go ahead.
I did, man.
Tell him about the story now.
So in order for when I talked to the guy, the coyote guy, that's gonna take care of the whole process. I say like I want to be there with her all the way to the border because you know what I mean. Like it's dangerous. So if something happened to her, like I feel like
she got a daughter.
Yeah, I'm gonna like defend her. Better than like any of his people. He was like, no, you can't do that, man, because you're a U.S. citizen. So like if they find out U.S. citizen, you're gonna get kidnapped. So like you can't do that. So I was like, all right. So obviously I'm a dual citizenship. So I have a Costa Rican passport as well. So I said, listen, man, I have a cousin in Costa Rica, same name as me. I'm gonna pay for him to come across, you know what I'm saying? And then like, so he can tag along. He's like, yeah, we can do that. So I had to go to Costa Rica first. And then from there, fly from there to Mexico with my Costa Rican passport. And then when we get to the airport, man, it's crazy because they was like, I don't even know what these people look like. They just said, look, when we get there, it's gonna be these last 3 numbers of the tag. They're gonna flash your lights and get in the car.
Look at this. You see this? This some
swear,
shit
bro.
off the movies,
Yes,
nigga. On the
bro, I'm not
TV.
playing.
You feel it?
Man, I was like, so I don't even know what they look like. He's like, no, they know what you look like. I said, all right. So, man, sure. I said, I'm here. They flash the lights, man. I look at the numbers on the tag. It's a Suburban, man. I get in, and it's like 2 dudes in the front, and then they go like this, snap a picture of me, and then the dude I'm talking to sends me a picture. He's like, that's you? I was like, yeah. He's like, all right. So just ride with them to the house. Man, it was like an hour ride into Mexico. So I'm with her, me, and her daughter, and I was also bringing her mom back. So there's another girl in there.
You brought her mama back too, now.
Yeah. But anyways, bro, so we riding through the Mexico, man. It's just like you see in the movies, like Man on Fire. You know what I mean? Like it's just like
That's exactly how it is.
like that, man. And I'm like an hour into it. I'm like, man, this shit like scary, bro. Like, and the deeper we go in, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm dead. Like for real, yeah, for real. Then we get to this dude's house. It's like barbed wire, like steel on the windows and stuff, man. And it's just like we go in, and it's like 50 people, and it's like this 2-bedroom house and 1 bathroom, and guys outside with guns, man, like just guarding the whole thing, police riding through and everything. And I'm like, dude, this is crazy. We got to sit there for like a week. And I said, look, my cousin in America, which obviously me, he wants to know if he can pay for like a hotel for us to stay in, the whole time while we wait. It ain't gonna come out your pocket or whatever. He's like, yeah, we can do that. He said, but I gotta take you to the hotel. You gotta give me a key, and I'm gonna have somebody come by every morning and every night, check, make sure you're still there or whatever. I was like, yeah, that's fine. So I ended up leaving that place, and they took me back to the city, and we stayed there for like a whole week while we waited for the process.
What city you was in?
Mexico City.
Mexico City, which is like one of the biggest cities in the world.
Right.
Yeah.
Like probably about 15, 20 million people
Yeah,
type
it's
shit.
huge, man.
Yeah.
Huge. Yeah. man, we just sat around for a week basically doing nothing, waiting. And the whole time, you know, I got my U.S. passport. I'm hiding it, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they can't find it.
Yeah.
And if people call me, I wouldn't answer because I didn't want to know how to speak English, you know? So I'm like, the whole time, like, you know, I'm speaking Spanish and this and that.
Yeah.
But from there, man, once they said the process was ready, we flew from there to, what was that place called? Right next to El Paso. So that's Ciudad Juarez.
Okay, you by the border.
By the border, yeah. We flew there. And then same thing, man. He was like, "Oh, these people gonna pick you up." Same thing, man. It's like, it was even shadier.
Yeah.
And we get to that airport, dude, I ain't never seen so many cartel-looking dudes in my life, man. I'm talking about like tatted on their faces and all kind of stuff, just mean mugging you.
Like, got the devil in them.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Yeah,
like, they
man.
practice witchcraft type
Yeah.
shit. Like, for real.
Yeah, I think the only reason I was able to like get so far is because, like you said, I'm Latino, so I kind of blend in a little bit, you know. But I kind of still stood out a little bit because, you know, like I dress different, you know, I got earrings. No, I don't know, it's just a little different, you know. And man, so these dudes picked us up, and then they took us.
Heavy artillery.
Yeah, it took us to the border, like, and basically she had it easy, man, because when we got to the border, all she had to do was cross this highway and turn herself in to the guards that was waiting for her.
So you ain't never feel like did she ever feel like she was in danger?
I don't think she did.
She never felt
no,
like-
but you know where she comes from, you know, they're kind of used to that environment, you know, ish. So you know, in Colombia, or whatever.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
you, like the dude, you don't never felt like the dudes like rubbed you the wrong way, like, hey, like, man, damn, these niggas might kidnap my bitch or and the
Yeah.
child.
Not-
you
not
never
the
felt
main-
that?
not the
'Cause
main
you
guy.
over there, you ain't got no strap. You ain't
Nah,
got no.
I ain't got nothing.
I tell people, when you leave out the country, you
Yeah.
tough over here.
Yeah, you ain't shit.
You
over
ain't
there.
nobody when you leave out this motherfucking country. You ain't nobody. You better be on your best fucking
Yeah.
behavior, my nigga. I don't give a fuck who you is, for real. Like, for real, for
You out
real.
of pocket.
You out of pocket, for real. So you never felt like,
No, not with the main guy, because I only met him once when he came and picked up the money.
Okay.
But the guys that he worked with, man, I ain't trust none of them.
because that human trafficking shit is real. And like
Yeah.
I said, just him, she a decent looking girl, and she got a daughter.
That's 2 for 1.
That's 2 for 1 right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boom, could have offed him. Took them, you know what I'm saying? Took them 2.
Yeah.
So that's why I said how dangerous this shit was. That's why I was trying to talk to the
Yeah.
guy. Like, bro, don't do no wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reward.
Yeah.
So what I told him was that, you know, that I had, obviously I'm the cousin, but that I had got deported.
Waiting for it.
Yeah. I mean, she just had to cross the highway, man, and that was pretty much it as far as getting processed and all that. However,
So y'all didn't try to think about doing it like no easier way where she go across the motherfucking border and maybe hide in the desert, somebody come pick her up?
that's harder, man.
That's hard.
Way harder, yeah. I had a family member who's done it like 5 times, man. It ain't
So
easy.
it's easy to just turn yourself in when you get there.
With that process that we pay for, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because you're paying for an asylum.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you know. So
Okay.
you just pay for the paperwork and then they file it and all that. However, I told the guy, the coyote guy, that obviously like me, I had been deported. You know, I'm the cousin. So he couldn't like do the paperwork for me the same way. Like, I was going to go there to the border, make sure she got there safe, and then he had to cross me in illegally, you know, as an illegal person. So that was the agreement. Once she got to the border, I know she was safe. Went back to the hotel and all that, and I called him up. I said, "Yo, like I need to talk to you." And then he came to the room, and I was like, "Look, man, like I'm gonna be real with you. Like I'm a U.S. citizen. Like this is actually me." And he was like,
Why did you not just cross the border? Like, since you're U.S. citizen, why you
because I left from Costa Rica to Mexico with my Costa Rican passport. So like my U.S. passport is from America to Costa Rica.
So was it still?
So like the coming back into Mexico, they're gonna be like, well, where's your traveling? You know, something missing in between, right? So he was like, what you mean? Like, he's like, man, you crazy as fuck. Like, you got some balls, man. You can get killed, like this and that. What's wrong with you? I was like, I know, but I had to make sure she was safe, you know, and all that. He was like, I can't just let you go. He's like, because you got to remember, like, I said, you got paid. That's what he said, man. He said, you got paid. I said, so what does it matter? He said, it ain't about the money. He's like, I got coyotes over here waiting for X amount of people, you know, to get there, to cross. He said, when you don't show up, he said, they're going to start investigating. Like, who was this guy? Why didn't he show up? You know, was he police? Was he this? Was he that? He's like, and then they start worrying, and they're going to think, like, I'm lying to him. And, you know, he's like, so, like, I can't just let you go like that. You know,
shit.
I was like, bro, like, you got paid. Like, that's all that matters, you know? He's like, no, it doesn't. And he said, how do I know you're not going to, like, some cop is going to turn me in or whatever, this and that? And I was like, and I was lying, but I was like, I got people that in the government, man, and back home, they're police officers and all that, that tracking my location. Like, I know where you live. I took screenshots of your house. Like,
You told him that?
Yeah. Like, I told him the truth. Yeah. And so, you know, and I said, like, I know y'all are powerful, like, down here and stuff like that. But if something happens to me, like, somebody's gonna come looking for me.
Yeah.
I was like, so it's simple, man. Just, like, step out, go get something to eat. And then, like, I'm gonna trust you that, like, when you walk out of this room, you know, you're not gonna get him to shoot me. Just like you're gonna trust me that I'm not gonna turn you in. I was like, I'm gonna walk out and I'm gonna go home.
Yeah.
He was just like, you got 5 minutes. He's like, I'm gonna go down the street. You got 5 minutes. He's like,
Wow.
be gone when I get back. Bro, I left I had the girls and her moms. I had some stuff with theirs, like some luggage and stuff like that. I left everything behind, man. I just grabbed my backpack and I left.
Wow.
Went straight to the took an Uber to the airport, flew from there back to Costa Rica, and then from there back to America, man. Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy. So I had the girl's cell phone, because she didn't want to lose it. So when I get back, when I try to drop her, I start going through it, man. Man, I see all these messages, dude, from between her and her baby daddy.
Oh man,
bro. I will say this, she was clean up until the week she was coming here. She had been flawless, man. Nothing wrong. Even when she talking to her friends, everything was I love this man, this and that, he's great, all that. And then last week, man, I guess she just had to see if she still had some feelings with her baby daddy. And then she tried to rekindle or whatever. And then she realized that, no, I don't want to be with you. I'm gonna go ahead and leave. But man, we had to lie to him just to sign off for the daughter. Told him that we was going on vacation to Mexico. So that's what he signed off on. He didn't even read it. So yeah, the whole thing was crazy, man. So yeah, once she crossed the border, man, and she got released here a week later. I mean, she called me. She knew I had found out or whatever. And then I was
how she knew?
She called me, she had seen my profile picture, I had changed it. So I think she knew, man. And she was like, help me get back to where you from. This and I was like, nah, I ain't paying for shit. I'm done. And her sister actually paid for a ticket. And then she flew from Texas to here. She showed up one night, man, where I was at the bar, man.
So you left for you weren't paying for it. So you pissed off when you found out the phone.
Hell yeah. Once she got here, it just, man, it wasn't never the same. And for me, it's loyalty is a big thing. So, finding that out, I was like, man, I done did all this for you. I risked my life. I got kids here. And I'm like, I did all this for you. And then you all you had to do was be loyal. You know what I mean? So I couldn't trust her after that. And she stayed with me for a couple months. And we just couldn't get along. I couldn't deal with it. So she ended up leaving. She went to California where her sister's at now.
Okay. Check that. Hey, so listen. Wow. But
here's the thing that pissed me off. And this one I'm gonna get y'all's opinion because I'm gonna do it regardless. So
wait. We still got more we got to get to. So when y'all split and she go to California, what you telling her? What you thinking?
What you mean?
I mean, you got a lot of bread invested.
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks, man. It's
so what you telling her?
Well, I mean, I
you ain't bring the money situation up at all.
Not yet.
Okay.
But part of me still kind of wants to work it out, but then it's hard, because I'm like, man, she done did this, all that, and then I feel like she owes me too, because I spent all that money to get her here and all that, and now I'm now that she's here, the reason I wanted to work it out was because I'm like, I don't want somebody else to enjoy your fruits of your labor, you know what I mean? I did all that, and somebody else gets to enjoy it, fuck that. But then at some point I just realized it wasn't going to work, so she got a job over there, she's working, and she would have had it made here, and she over there washing dishes, bro, 6 days a week, living in the room, something like her sister or whatever. And I sent her a message. I was like, look, I did the math of what I spent since I met you.
Hey, that 47 just to get it over here.
Yeah,
we ain't gonna go into the other amount of what he just spent all together.
Right. And I told her, I said, I realized I spent this much, but my tickets, my food, my expenses, all that's not on you. That's on me. But I spent this much just to get you here. And I was like, since you got a job, I think it's fair that every paycheck, when she gets paid every 2 weeks, you send me $100 for the next 8 years. I said, you know what I mean? I was like, I'm cool with that. You know what this bitch said? She said, I didn't sign the contract.
So she got Americanized on you
real quick, man.
Wow.
Hey, what you tell
So I said, bitch, the contract was signed when I proposed to you. You said yes, and then you broke that contract when you spread your legs. You fucking bitch. Are you fucking kidding me? I was so fucking hot, man. And I'm like, so that's made me more.
That statement showed you
everything.
A chance of getting back together is zero.
Yeah.
It ain't no real love.
Right.
Oh, this whole really an enemy now.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, that statement right there, that changed everything.
Yeah. Bro, two months later after she left here, she already engaged with somebody else. Yeah, I don't know if that's you that.
Yeah. You told me that. But check this out. When she went out to Cali, hold on, wait. After that statement, when she told you about the contract and you cussed out, tell them what she said to you after that. In the text, when you said, "Oh, I'm gonna get my money somewhere," and what she said, what she told you.
Oh, what did she say? Hold on.
She said, get it how you get it.
Oh yeah. Man, I said, I told her, I said, you know what? I'm gonna get my money somehow. And she was like, get it how you can get it. Because I already had an idea before that. I was trying to get. I was lying to her saying like I need some help to start an LLC like in your name because I was gonna build a credit up and like take the loan out. You know what I'm saying? And fuck her.
He was already plotting.
I was already plotting, man. So that didn't work out. And then so I was like, man. So I told her I'm gonna charge your sister. So sister ain't gonna pay me obviously, but the same people that helped me get her across, same people that can get her the fuck out of here. So like. My question is, I'm doing it anyways, man. I'm already in contact with him, man. Like I'm getting her ass deported back. I don't give a fuck.
wait, so look,
she going back, bro.
Look. So did you go see her in California?
Yeah, I did go see her about 2 months ago. Yeah.
And you were just going to see try to see
Kinda,
if anything.
Yeah. And the bitch finessed me then too, man, because she's like,
she was supposed to come back. What happened? What she said?
man,
she supposed to come back.
Man, she plays this whole like religion thing, right? Like, I hate that shit. Because I mean, I believe in God, but I don't like go around like pretending to be godly and then like behind the scenes I'm not. You know what I mean?
Prime Sanders.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm doing like that, man. And then so I went over there, and she's like, oh, this is what I needed. Like I needed to see you, like she needed the Chico stick, whatever. And then she's like, seeing you again, like makes me realize like, how much I care about you, like love you, whatever. And then like right before I come back, I was like, so you coming back? And she was like, I just gotta make sure that like God tells me that's what I need to do. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, like God needs to tell me like that's what I need to do. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be like religious and whatnot, but like I feel like you make your own decisions. And then like if you make the right decision, like you'll be blessed. If you do it with bad intentions, then you're not. I was like, God ain't gonna tell you like get in a plane and go over there. She's like, yes, he will. That's how it works for me and this and that. I was like, did God tell you to spread your legs when you was in Colombia? You know what I mean? She was like, no, that was just different. I was just like, the sense. I mean, I don't want to hear that shit, bro.
You
like,
ask did God give you information on scamming me for these folks?
Right? Yeah.
Like really, like
right.
Wow.
Yeah. So when it's convenient for her, it's about God. You know what I'm saying? But when it's
Right.
not, it's just like fuck you.
Right.
Man, that shit made me mad, bro. So I was like, all right, I got something for us. Yeah.
And then
Bro,
you come back and realize a few weeks later she engaged somebody else.
Yeah.
This is all premeditated on
Yeah.
her behalf. She already had this emotion.
She did.
Still baking the cake.
Yeah.
Making a cake. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
But
I got a little piece of it. That's it.
yeah, but and then he had to investigate the sister because he's still cool with the sister that introduced him. You feel me? But from your investigation, you feel like her sister had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I don't think she had nothing to do with it, man.
My question is, sister know about you from a financial standpoint? Did she know that you were financially stable? That's why I say.
She didn't have like proof of my financial stuff. I think just like the eye test, she's seen like where I live and vehicles I have and I have a business and all that. So I think she knew I was somewhat,
Right. So that's why I asked that question. Was she in collusion with her sister to get her sister over here, knowing that you possibly had?
Because she fights for a green card too.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm talking about emotional bringing her sister over like that.
Yeah, the sister fight for a green card too.
You resourceful enough to make that happen. That's why I asked that question.
She probably thought I was, yeah. But like I read messages between her, her sister, and other people. Like, yeah, I don't. I mean, as much as I wanted to not like her, and blame her, I can't really blame her. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she was in cahoots with it. So,
So when she first got back, at any point did she try to like, hey, we need to go get married? What we waiting on?
No, not really.
No.
Once I think she said something. She was mad. She said something. At the time I wasn't processing it. But she said, well, you brought me over here, so like you gotta help me stay and this and that. And I was like, nah, we ain't get married. Like,
wow.
I told her straight up, I said, we're not getting married. I said, and I was probably.
But she probably looked at like the hard part's been done. I could find me somebody else to sign off on these papers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And she did try to like fix things somewhat. But like I told her, I was like in the beginning when she stayed here for a couple months, I said like if you want to earn my trust back, like it ain't gonna be earned like in a day. It's gonna take months. Like 6 months, a year. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But like I gotta see that you really are the person that I met. Right. And so we 2 days into it, and and you get. You being a bitch and controlling, like, like you got an attitude, like, nah, I'm not taking that, man. Like, you done, lost my trust and fuck that.
At least, you ain't do it the legal way. If you
God.
You still had to take care of it.
I would for like 10 years.
Yeah.
If you would have married her?
Yeah, when you sponsor somebody, you're responsible for 10
Mike,
years.
20, that 20 just went up to 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, that 20. Don't holler at me about that 20. It's 100. No, it's 100, my nigga. It's free. Yeah. No, I'm good, bro. You feel me? I'm good.
Bro, I'm not.
Some new t-shirts, right?
Yeah. For real, cause I'm damn sure gonna have to be.
Yeah. Bro, I'm telling you right now, man, like I'm getting these people to go pick her ass up and send her back, man.
Hey, my dog said, listen,
playing, bro.
He want that bitch deported.
Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. I love you.
Bro, shit I have back.
Bro, you don't risk this life another nigga enjoying the fruits of your labor.
Yeah.
And you only got to fuck for what, month, 2 months?
Yeah, like three months total, maybe.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's all.
That's messed up that you found out
Like that, though.
days later after you done spent.
Man, why didn't I find out before? You know what I mean?
Before or later, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like
left her ass in Mexico and
damn.
be like, go ahead and human traffic her ass, you know?
Wow, that's cutthroat, boy.
Right, when she get deported, if that shit work out, bro, I promise I'm gonna go back to Colombia to visit her and be like, welcome home, bitch. and then I'm gonna leave. I'm not even playing, man.
Hey, so listen. What would you go date or try to save anybody else out the country again now?
Hell no, come on, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, they through. Yeah, she ruined it for everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah, she.
So what's your recommendation to anybody thinking about going to get a bitch out the country right now? That's going to marry.
Nah, just go over there and fuck her. That's it.
That's it.
Like that. Yeah, don't.
What that dude said on taking, good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah, man.
So you feel like you can find somebody with less headache in this country than
Yeah, might as
it
well.
wouldn't even worth it with at all.
It ain't worth it, man. It ain't. I mean, I'm not saying that all Spanish women are like that.
No,
because
I ain't just Spanish women. I'm talking about
Right,
any
right.
woman that's looking to get a green. It don't matter what race they is. You feel
just,
me?
Yeah, you just don't know. Like, you don't know what women's intentions really are. You know what I mean?
And they good at hiding.
Man, they better than us.
Well, they can hide it
Yeah.
for a long time. Boy.
Women are better cheater than men.
And this is why I told Pedro, this is the number one thing with me. Don't ever go through no woman's phone, boy. That's a no-no. Don't ever go through a woman's phone. That's a no-no. That's the number one. A bitch can hand me their phone and say, what's the name? Here, I ain't going through it. You hear me?
Yeah.
Because you going to find something that's going to have your ass either ready to jump off the bridge or really off that bitch.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's it.
Man, I'm glad I went
You
through
ready
it.
to jump off the bridge or you ready to off her. Don't ever go through no woman's phone, boy.
Yeah.
I learned that shit back. I learned that back in high school.
I'm glad I went through it though.
Yeah, you learned that in high school, buddy. No, for your listen, in your defense, with the kind of money you got invested.
Yeah.
I ain't going.
Listen. In his defense, with the kind of money he got invested, you ain't did nothing wrong, my nigga.
Yeah.
With that kind of money,
Yeah.
it's business.
Yeah.
It's business with a little love. Hell yeah. But man, any woman you out there just dating regularly, listen, man.
But nah, he came with a whole lot of love though. Hey,
Yeah.
he was really that was love. Spending all that money, that was love.
Bro, I done proposed this bitch in Colombia too.
Oh
man.
yeah, they got proposed.
Oh yeah.
He rented out the whole restaurant in Colombia for
Oh, did it?
5-star dinner in Colombia.
Oh yeah.
He kissed her, put her on a profile
All right,
picture.
you gotta come on. You gotta go like that. Man. Look at this.
He went through the loop, boy. You hear me? And then what I told him, I said, Pedro, listen, I ain't hating on you, homie.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna just be real with you. This is social media is universal now.
Yeah.
Very few countries don't have access to the internet. A lot of these women are already Americanized before they get here, and they just good at hiding it until they get what they want. It ain't like how it used to be. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my thing is, I ain't trusting no. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take a chance with a motherfucker in the States before I go out the country and let a motherfucker finesse me.
Yeah.
You feel me? And this bitch came from nothing. And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? This bitch, he like, bitch, you was damn near living outside in the shack, oh.
Making $70 a week. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And you got the nerve to say to me, get it how you get it.
Make it one
Oh,
slap
yeah.
a bitch, man.
Hey, deport that bitch. You hear me? Get that hoe out of here. You hear me?
Hey.
The country's better without her.
If it works
That's
out,
how you make America great again,
if
nigga.
if it works out, I'm gonna
That's
record
how
it.
you make it. Hey, bro, when he told me the second half of the story the other day, I could just see it would eat them up because that nigga just said, oh, I'm going to get that bitch deported. That bitch getting out of That bitch getting out of here.
She getting out of here, man. I don't give a damn. Man, I went through years to get my green card.
Oh, my goodness.
She went through a week. You know what I mean? Like,
Bro,
she
already,
gone,
that let you know, bro, it was never real. It's about self. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
It's about self.
Yeah.
Because now the only thing on that whole mind is a green card.
Yeah.
Doing whatever she got to do to get a green card. Already seeing somebody that quick.
Yeah.
And when you told me you flew over there, skipped your other vacation, made more sacrifices for her,
Yeah.
and that hoe said she ain't coming back. Oh, no. That's when I knew right then. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's a wrap. It was a wrap. That hoe be somewhere in the goddamn motel sick turning tricks.
Yeah, I'm single now. Yeah, I'm staying single.
My thing, listen. It's still some racks left. I don't know what's left. I don't know what's left. After That's a big L, man, for real, for real. But this is the thing I was trying to tell him. Women, man, it's a different breed of women nowadays, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, so now bitch might hear the story. You got to switch up your whole game plan if you look for a whole woman. You can't do nothing that you was doing previously.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Especially the type of woman that you trying to run into, you got to switch up everything. You know what I'm saying? Because not, another bitch might see this story and she gonna be like, oh, he might be sweet. I might get a little something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got to go ahead. You got to switch up the whole game plan now. You got to put the foot down. This how I'm moving. Ain't nobody about to. You know what I'm saying? Because you know women, they will. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
For real, for real.
Yeah, yeah. They might see me as a weakness right now.
They might see you as a link.
Yeah.
Nah, but you coming from you coming from a place of love. Cause like I said, you spending that much amount.
Yeah.
That's love.
He'll know when it's real love. Now moving forward though, he'll know.
But now he might not be able to be in love no more because now he gotta walk around scared.
Yes, exactly.
So
I told
he's not gonna be as naive now, so he's gonna be more cautious on his movement.
I hope
For
not.
sure, yeah, for sure.
I hope not. You feel me? For real, for real. I hope not, boy. Cause damn. And I was like, man, bro, we gonna take this with this bread. We be, you know what I'm saying? I tried to talk him out. I was like, bro, don't
What
do
gonna do with it,
this.
man?
Huh?
What was gonna do with it?
Man, listen. Gonna be fun. Oh man. Boy, I'm glad you told this story though, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, boy. I hate that you went through that for real, man.
You
I
ain't
hate
the
it.
only one.
Probably not.
Oh, it's more.
Yeah,
it's more.
Yeah.
I know somebody else that's going through. Hey, Green. I wish we could. He'll never tell his story though. He'll never tell. We got somebody. Hey, oh man.
I know somebody who did spend twice the amount I spent, man.
That's crazy.
Recently, yeah.
That's crazy, y'all. Them women, they up on game. They Americanized before they give, bro. It ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of women right here in this country to build with for a little less.
Yeah.
You feel me? For a little less, man. Damn, dog. That's a lot of money, boy.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. That ain't gonna lie. That would hurt me. I'll be pissed off. I know the type of person I am. I'm going across that. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn. I'm just straight up. Where the money? Man, God. Hey, listen. My dog close to six figures in. The 47 was just to get y'all over here.
The processing part, yeah.
It was way more fun spent on other shit. You feel me? Nah, man, for real. But Pedro a good dude, but he go right.
That's a double whammy. You talk about the risk in the money you spend.
Yeah.
I mean, that could do a lot to the mental.
Oh yeah.
For real.
A lot to the mental. I'm talking, and I'm not talking the way you're like depressed. I'm talking the way you're looking for vengeance.
Yeah. You
know.
Yeah, I might.
And it's gonna take you a while to really build with the next woman. You feel me?
Wait. If
Your next woman can't be caught up in no social media, no nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't saying she got to go to church 3 days a week, but she don't need to be asking for no motherfucking gifts, no nothing. She need to be a woman that can sit on the back of that truck and have conversation, and wherever y'all stop to eat at, she's satisfied with that. All that, you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of route you need to be headed to right now. Yeah. You feel me? You don't need to be talking to no bitch for the first 30 days. She's talking about, so what kind of bag you can get me or where we going on vacation. None of that. Yeah. You feel me? You need a down-to-earth, old school, good woman. You feel me? After that kind of abuse you just went through, my nigga, for real. Because I'm going to feel you an older woman. That's older. That's older.
Get you a woman that just basically want the basic needs met. Yeah. Something simple. She's simple, you can go from there. But if she's materialistic, you just dip with that 47 bands later. So leave that way.
Oh, yeah.
Core values. I mean, and you'll sense it now. Not that you learn from your experience.
Yeah.
You know the do's and the don'ts at this point. I mean, it can't get no bigger than that at this point. I mean, what you experience. I mean, so now, it might be, unfortunately, maybe the catapult that you need to find, that right lady that you're looking for.
Yeah, right. I ain't looking for nobody.
Like I said, I've been in California kicking down that. Don't come here, bitch.
Stay out of there.
Stay out of strip clubs.
Yeah. That's another thing. Stay out the motherfucking strip club, my nigga. It ain't a goddamn thing in there. You understand? Oh, yeah. Stay up out that motherfucker at all. You hear me? Go in there, show your face, have your little good time, but don't try to save a fucking thing in there. You hear me? Nah, that damn show ain't it.
Your expectation, that's just like me walking into Burger King and expecting to order a Big Mac. Certain things just ain't gonna happen.
Nah, for real.
Just certain things just ain't gonna happen.
That ain't what it is. I keep telling them, bro, you got to start finding you nice places to go from 5 to 9, 5 to 10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? After 10 o'clock, it get kind of shady outside. You feel me?
Yeah.
From 10 to 4 a.m., it's shady outside.
It's a lot of mischievous.
It's a lot of mischievous things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can find you somewhere good, 5 to 10 o'clock, pop out. You know what I'm saying? For real. Yeah, that's the route you need to be taking right now.
I'm taking the single route for you.
Hey, what y'all think though, man? How y'all think he should handle her, man?
Send her ass back, man.
Send her ass back?
Send her ass back.
Send her ass back. What you say, Julius?
There's nothing wrong with you pushing for her to go back.
What you think, Green? What you think, Green?
Hey, I wish death upon your mother.
Like I said, I'm kicking in those snatching bitches.
Yeah, she in Cali.
For real.
Hey,
She in Cali?
yeah, when she gets sent back, I'm gonna go over there and pay a doctor to put her to sleep and take her implants out. Put it. I'm just playing. I ain't gonna do all that.
Oh man.
I'll go over there.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a hard pill to swallow.
Hey, but this is the thing though. But Pedro, you never felt that at any point did you ever feel like you had control over why she was here? Like maybe I ain't gonna say like you trying to control her,
Right.
but it's like you feel a little secure with her, like she head up your ass type shit. Did you ever feel that?
No.
Never felt that. Oh yeah, she gotta go.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, she gotta go. I don't expect that kind of money, ho.
Yeah.
Bitch, I need you to be down clipping toenails.
Oh, I'm sorry. So no, like I did feel somewhat. Yeah, but I just.
So basically, I'm spending that kind of money. I need a servant.
Yeah. But hey, man, I
I need a motherfucking servant. Nigga, bitch, when I say it's time to quote, hey, when I tell you it's time to quote my favorite scripture, you need to have a Bible turn to Psalms 23 type shit. You feel me?
What told that lady to do? Stand on one leg and walk like a dog.
Hey, for real. I need a servant for that type of money. My nigga. Hey, for real. Oh, man. Oh, boy.
And that bitch with the
Oh, man. But look, my boy learned one, man. Look, man.
it's a new year, man. We good.
Look, anybody out there that's listening,
New year, new you.
listen,
New year, man.
take your chances with somebody already in the States. Do not be going out there. If you're rich, super rich, you got the money to blow, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But if you're looking for real love, you can find it right here. You ain't got to go outside that motherfucking country. You know what I'm saying? For real, because a lot of them devils already done been, the spirits have been passed along already. They traveling through the airways. They done already reached their country. You feel me? For real, for real. So you might as well go and